This is how to 3x your email list growth, or how to make your pop-up convert at 10% plus using the same strategies as brands like Dr. Squatch and Mr. Beast Feastables. So in this video, I'm basically going to go over all the steps and inputs that it is required to increase the conversion rate of your pop-up, to basically be 3x that of the industry standard. Before we dive in, if you want access to the full document I'm breaking down in this video, just check out the link in the description below. So my name is Hudson Durst, and I run an e-commerce email and SMS agency called FluenceFlow. We specialize in email and SMS generated revenue for all types of e-commerce brands. And we currently work with multiple e-commerce brands that do a combined 20 million plus per year in annual revenue. And basically over the last 6 months, I've seen and studied over like 2,500 e-commerce email opt-in forms. I've seen them all, and I've basically seen everything from pop-ups that look like they were built in the 1990s to pop-ups that are full screen with high-res moving pictures and the backgrounds are moved. So basically learning from all this personal testing that we've done at our agency, talking to top email marketing agencies in the space, I was able to pinpoint every detail and variable that will increase your conversion rate. And as a result of all this, our services have led to an average increase of 158% in pop-up conversion rates. And the average CTR that our clients get is 12.51%, which is obviously 3 times that of the industry standard of 4%. Here's some screenshots showing you I'm not lying. So this likely won't apply to a lot of you, but some people don't even know why they need a pop-up. So a pop-up basically allows you to reach out to potential leads that were somehow interested in your product. They're obviously on your site, but they might not have purchased. So how this works is a pop-up captures the email from a percentage of website visitors, giving you the ability to contact them again, bring them back to your site, and potentially get them to buy. And it also allows you to grow your overall email list, giving you a bigger pool of potential buyers. So by getting them to sign up on your email list with a pop-up, you can send emails also based on their behavior on your website, especially if they didn't purchase, which allows you to basically pinpoint where they were in the customer journey and get you to talk to or overcome their objections and get them to purchase. So a little meme here, just ignoring website visitors and hoping they come back, or hitting them with retargeting ads, not the play. Using a pop-up to capture leads instantly, that's the play. Not saying retargeting ads are bad, they're obviously good, but adding a pop-up is another way to easily hit those customers again for basically free. So why does pop-up conversion rate even matter? A lot of people don't even pay attention to this stat at all. And the reason that it's important is because it is the very top of the email when it comes, or top of the funnel when it comes to email marketing. It's basically the gateway to entering all other things like flows, email campaigns, and just being able to be contacted in general, obviously. So increasing that conversion rate causes a trickle-down effect, thus increasing your overall email sales. Basically, an analogy of this is if an amusement park wants to make more money, the best thing that they can do is just get more people into the vicinity of or into their parking lot or in through their doors. If they do this, then there's more tickets sold, there's more fast passes and upgrades, there's more food and merchandise sales, which leads to more opportunities and special events, which leads to more people talking about the amusement park, which then also leads to more people through their doors again. So it's just a compounding effect. And basically another thing that people don't seem to always understand is does CTR really change with slight differences? And the answer is absolutely does. It might not seem like many of these minor changes really do anything, but they do make a difference, especially when you stack them. You stack 4 of these together, and all of a sudden your pop-up went from 3% to 6%. Obviously, you want to be higher than that, but that's a big improvement. So why you need a discount offer on your pop-up? This is absolutely crucial for getting high conversion rates. You can't expect anyone to give you anything for free, like especially nowadays. There must be a value exchange. In this case, you're giving them some dollars off a product, or a mystery discount, or a mystery gift, or something like that to receive their email. Choosing a discount offer. So basically, whatever you choose on this offer, it needs to be something that people actually care about. No one cares about $5 off a $500 product or 5% off $15. Like, just ask yourself, would I care about this offer? And you'll know if it's a good offer or not. And don't be afraid to use like a good discount, because remember, we are using this as a lead magnet to get more people to buy, collect more emails, and it's okay if we don't see as much profit on the first purchase, because we have other goals in mind, like getting them to buy again and again down the line. That'll make up for it. So a little breakdown on how your pop-up should look. The offer needs to be big and clear, so you need to make it so big that it's the first thing their eyes land on. Pop-up creation checklist here. So basically, you want it to be full screen, you want it to be a big offer, the text needs to be the biggest on the whole pop-up. There needs to be no visible input fields on the first page of the pop-up at least. And this is to make the first step as low effort as possible. There needs to be a big call to action with incentive. And if possible, you should include high quality product images with the background removed, like this one below. It's not really possible on Klaviyo, but yeah, your pop-up should resemble these as much as you can. And another important thing is micro commits. They're a great way to increase your overall opt-in rates and create a personalized experience for your customers. So what is a micro commit? A micro commit refers to a small, low-effort action that users are prompted to take, which requires minimal decision-making or investment from them. These actions are designed to basically gently guide your users towards the end goal of collecting that email. And the idea is to reduce friction and make the user feel comfortable committing to a small step, which makes them more likely to continue through the conversion funnel or continue making more steps. Important note is to basically avoid using any call to actions like continue or anything that suggests that they have to exert more effort to get their discount. You want to make it seem as easy as possible, obviously. And then here's some examples of different things or different micro commits, just to give you an idea. I've seen a lot of people require SMS on their pop-up. That's another mistake that I would avoid. You should not require SMS unless it is an SMS only pop-up, obviously. Like if you're requiring SMS when you're collecting email, you're basically shooting yourself in the foot. Like, when was the last time you gave, like you landed on a new website and you just gave them your phone number right away? It's very, very unlikely. So, and that's something that I personally won't do. From what we've seen on our testing, if you require SMS, you're basically cutting your conversion rate by at least half. Best time delay to show your pop-up. This will depend on your specific niche, but a good starting point is 7 to 10 seconds after a website visitor has landed on your website. You can A/B test shorter or longer from here to see what performs the best. But and then also you don't want to show your pop-up to customers again if they've already seen it, at least within like a 14-day period or so. It gets annoying. And then from here, once you've done all this, you can A/B test for even better results. Stuff like the headline, pictures, background color, a different offer, where the offer is on the pop-up, the button call to action text on the first like page, different time delays, like I just mentioned, and then just different micro commits or like zero party data collection questions, stuff like that. Because every little thing that you test adds up, and if you can keep improving all the little variables, like a graph or that image earlier, like I talked about, everything goes up by a lot. For mobile optimization, a lot of people, we see a lot of brands kind of forget about this, but most of your traffic is likely coming from mobile, depending on your niche, but most likely most of your traffic is mobile. And because of this, if you're using Klaviyo, you should definitely have a pop-up that's specific for mobile and then another one that's specific for desktop. Different things perform better on different platforms, and when building in the confines of a pop-up builder, like the one in Klaviyo, it is much easier to just design different pop-ups to make sure you're maximizing those conversion rates. Essentially, for this pop-up, the same principles apply. It's just actually making a mobile version of it. It's like big offer, full screen, no forms on the first page, and then a micro commit, like this example. And then some things that people might need to know when it comes to compliance and user privacy. When it comes to email, it's not necessary that you absolutely have to say that they're going to be receiving, or that they're opting into receiving marketing emails. It is good practice, but it's by doing the offer exchange, or the value exchange of the offer, it's basically implied that they're going to get emails. Obviously, they need to get an email if they're getting the discount email. But when it comes to SMS, you do need to adhere to the TCPA compliance rules, which basically means you must clearly inform the users that they're consenting to receive SMS messages from you, and how they can opt out. And then from there, if you want to test out tools that are even better for pop-ups outside of Klaviyo, Flashform is about to launch. It's going to be an alternative to AMP. It stands out for its great-looking full-page pop-ups, ease of use, smooth integration, and white glove A/B testing. It's got solid tracking features, and basically it's going to be definitely a very effective tool for making the highest converting pop-ups. Amped is another obviously good option. However, they recently sold to MailChimp, so it's not really clear on if you're going to be able to sign up for it as a new user if you aren't using MailChimp. But if you are using MailChimp, it's a great tool, and it's a part of MailChimp Forms now. It's the only place you can use it, so obviously it's really easy for you to just start using that. And then there are some other options out there, but honestly they're not great. And so common mistakes that hurt your list growth. The number one mistake that we see is leaving your double opt-in on. You need to turn this off immediately. We see so many brands where they have the double opt-in on in Klaviyo, and it just ruins your list growth. Adding another step in the process only decreases your conversions. And if you're worried about bots potentially getting into your list if you turn it off, just check out this video that we made on how to prevent bots without turning double opt-in on. The second biggest mistake we see that hurts your list growth would be making the discount too small. We see this all the time as well. If you're already willing to give them a discount, make sure that they're able to see it. If no one can immediately see it, they're just gonna click off the pop-up super fast. This is a prime example of what I'm talking about. You can see this pop-up. Everyone would probably just click off this immediately, and you didn't even know that they actually are offering you 10% off in the small text right here. The third biggest mistake would be showing input fields immediately, like we mentioned earlier. If you're asking customers to fill out multiple input forms, multiple fields, you're creating a lot of friction right away. And people are lazy and they have short attention spans. They don't want to do all that. So instead, just have micro commits and space out your information collection on a new page for each thing you're trying to get. Another big mistake is putting too much text on your pop-up. I'm not reading all that. You're not reading all of it. Let's not fool ourselves. No one's going to try to figure out what's going on here. They're just going to click off. And then the last thing would be showing your pop-up too fast. Show your pop-up before customer even has a chance to see like what you guys sell. It's going to be super annoying. They don't even know if they want the discount because they don't even know what you sell. So it's going to be a good way to send them off your website. So if you want help in implementing any of this, or you just want more help with email marketing in general, and you have an e-commerce brand doing at least $50K a month, just book a call here, and there'll also be a link in the description of this video. Basically, if you want to explore how we can contractually guarantee you a 20 to 30% revenue boost in 90 days, and if not, you get your money back. And hopefully this video was helpful for you. That's all.